A staggering 1 in 5 people in Savannah, Georgia, live beneath the poverty line, a rate that's over half again as high as the national average. That's not just a statistic, it's a human crisis playing out in real time every day in one of the most beautiful cities in the American South. Take, for instance, the case of Mrs. Johnson. A lifelong resident of Savannah, a mother of 3 and a grandmother of 2, Mrs. Johnson found herself in the throes of poverty following the passing of her husband. With limited income and mounting bills, she found herself facing the harsh realities of poverty. No longer able to afford her mortgage, she was forced to move into a small one-bedroom apartment in a less desirable part of town. Her children, previously enrolled in private schools, had to transfer to public schools. The quality of their education suffered and their future prospects dimmed. The ripple effect of poverty had touched every corner of Mrs. Johnson's life. But Mrs. Johnson's story is not unique. It's a tale told time and time again in Savannah. In a city known for its historic charm and southern hospitality, it's easy to overlook the stark reality of poverty that exists just beneath the surface. But poverty is more than just a socio-economic status. It's a cycle that can trap families for generations, preventing them from accessing quality education, adequate health care, and the opportunities they need to break free. The impact of poverty in Savannah is not just felt by the individuals living in it, but by the city as a whole. It puts a strain on public resources, exacerbates social issues, and hinders economic development. It's a problem that demands our attention, our empathy, and our action. In summary, here's what we've discussed. 1 in 5 people in Savannah, Georgia, live in poverty. That's a rate that's over 50% higher than the national average. Poverty is not just a social issue. It's a cycle that can trap families for generations and affects every aspect of their lives. It's a problem that demands our attention, our empathy, and our action. Remember Mrs. Johnson, a lifelong resident of Savannah? Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of poverty. She's not just a statistic, but a living, breathing example of the harsh realities faced by many in Savannah. This crisis is not just Savannah's problem, but a challenge that we must tackle collectively. It's time to confront these harsh realities and work together to create a more equitable future for all. Because in the end, it's not just about statistics, it's about people. It's about Mrs. Johnson, her children, and the countless others living in poverty in Savannah, Georgia. This is a call to action. This is a call to change. This is a call to stand against poverty in Savannah, Georgia.